hello. Welcome to Shaun's People. We're here back for another episode. And here are my people in this lovely spread of table here. Look at this lot. How you doing, guys?
Good, thank you.
Good, good. So basically from my right, this is my right, yeah, so your left. This is Kate and Mike. Is it Boar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Boar, that's
Kate
right, yeah.
Boar. And you are cabaret show producers.
Yes.
And we'll talk more about that later. Then we're moving on to Sophie Osborne, and you're an actress.
I am, yes.
How you doing, Sophie? You all right?
I'm really good, thank you,
Good,
yes.
good, good. And on the end there we have Peter Berry, journalist and lecturer.
Hello.
Cool. And how was your weekend, everyone?
Yeah, really good.
Really
Good
good.
weekends?
A little bit exciting.
Yeah? What was exciting? You can't say.
We actually went out for the first
You went out?
time in a
That's
long
always a good
time.
thing.
Usually we're working, so we actually had a nice house, which was nice.
That's
So
so cool, that's so cool. But basically, at the end of last week, there was a couple of events that stood out, wasn't it? On Thursday night, there was Bastille Day attacks, wasn't there? Peter, do you want to tell us more about that and what we know about that?
Well, yes, I mean, the dust still settling on that one. As you say, Bastille Day, Nice, you know, thousands of people on the street celebrating Bastille Day. And what looks like a lone wolf terror attack, a lorry driven at speed for more than a mile, 1.3 kilometres along, ploughing into people, 84 people killed, at least 50 injured. And really, as I say, the dust's still settling, so France and indeed the world is trying to find out what happened and why it happened. But it does, and I thought about this morning, you know, we're living in a world now where you actually think, do I get up this morning? Is it safer to stay in bed? Yeah, we live in very uncertain times, and then of course the events in Turkey.
Yeah.
Major
that was
holiday
Friday night, wasn't it?
destination for the British.
Yeah.
I've been there myself, not recently. You know, it's not the first time with Turkey. They've had 4 coups and coup attempts since 1960, but still, you know, about 50,000 Brits out there at the moment, quite a few thousand on holiday, and reports of having to stay in the rooms and advice from the foreign offices to stay in your hotel room, and there are descriptions in the press this morning of gunfire, and you know, these are Marmaris and Bodrum and major holiday destinations, and whole families are sitting in their rooms quaking and thinking what's happening. So yeah, very strange times.
So where were you guys when you heard the news?
We've been over to see my parents, actually, for the weekend, yeah.
with family, yeah.
A rare weekend off, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I went to see a bit of family.
Fair enough.
And it was my friend's birthday, so celebrated his
That
birthday.
distracted you a lot, did it?
Yeah, it did.
And in celebrity news as well, there's remember ex-Hollyoaks actress Stephanie Davis, do you remember?
Yeah.
She was in the news recently because someone was nasty to her on Twitter, wasn't they? Because she's pregnant now, isn't it? And they said, I think the words were, I hope you lose your baby. She's a bit nasty.
Yeah.
Well, I think we haven't got nothing nice to say. You shouldn't say it at all. I think
exactly.
it's...
Exactly. So it's like, you know, it just makes you wonder why these people do that before. I guess a lot of people make those comments because you can do anything on the internet, can't you, really?
Yeah, you're safe behind a computer, aren't
Exactly,
you?
you're
There's
safe.
a lot of people who tend to get really nasty behind them, whereas you wouldn't do that in real life, but behind a computer you've got that sort of security.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's it. It's just like a barrier, isn't it?
It's not a new phenomenon. You know, we've always had things like poison pen letters going back to sort of Victorian days and beyond. It's just the technology is now making it a lot easier for people to launch these attacks and, as you say, hide behind false identities. And detecting these crimes is also incredibly difficult for the police and you know, other services. It's just a sign of the times.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible, I know. But we're going to move on to a little review now. I think, Peter, you've got to go back to work, haven't you? So we've got to send you on your way.
News waits for no man or woman. All right. See you, folks.
Thank you, Peter. Take care. See you later. But we went to see, I think all of us went to see Ghostbusters, didn't we?
We did.
And we were talking about this last week.
Yeah.
But, so, I guess we were all around for the first one, weren't we?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
So, okay,
Loved it.
what do you guys think of it? No.
I was not sure what to expect because I always think a reboot of a classic is a bit like, oh no, don't touch it. But I actually really loved it. It was nice to have 4 women doing it. I thought it had a really nice sort of feel to it. It's just, it was a bit of girl power. And I love Melissa McCarthy. She's brilliant in every film, isn't she? So I really enjoyed it.
What did you guys make of it?
I was pleasantly surprised again because I was unsure of what it was going to be like and how it was going to be filmed and
You
what
were
angle.
screaming and holding on to me.
I know, I was
From the
jumping.
moment, from the first jump, she was like, ah! And then we were laughing out loud at moments. There was times when we were barely laughing, and and she was screaming, and there was the 80s feel as well. At the one moment where she was dancing to the 80s track.
Yeah,
that was quite interesting.
yeah.
I really liked that bit because I thought, a bit of nostalgia, you know,
Yeah.
taking you back to something like Back to the Future days, Ghostbuster days, all those quite classic movies that. I don't know if all the Superman movies and all the superhero movies have sort of gone in another direction. The 80s had a bit of a feel to it, didn't it? And I felt that it did capture that quite well.
Definitely. And the reference to Jaws as well. We don't want to spoil it for everyone, but it's, I love the Jaws reference as well.
Yeah,
that made me chuckle as well. That was all good.
It was nice to have those sort of pop-ups of people. I don't want to give too much away, but it was surprise people that you didn't know we were going to be in it.
That's it.
Yeah, the cameos.
Yeah,
it was
sort of,
really nice to have those, and they're like, oh my god.
So we're all big fans of it, and we all liked it.
Yeah,
definitely.
You've got to stay to watch the end now.
Right
Yeah,
at the very
right
end.
at the end
Yeah,
as
you're going to
well.
line up a sequel there.
Don't walk out halfway through the
And
credits.
it's great in 3D. I watched it in
you
3D.
saw
Did you see it in 3D?
It was
Yeah, Ghost in the
amazing in
Torch, isn't
3D. That's what I was jumping at. I was like, oh my god.
I was jumping in the 2D, never mind 3D, so maybe I'll have to go and watch it in
definitely.
3D.
It's worth it.
So, do any of you guys, have you ever thought about being models? Have you ever tried it? Have you done modelling? I know you used to work at Disneyland, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because there's like the Northwest Fashion Show, the Fashion Festival, I think it is. Actually, it's in October, but they're holding auditions on the 27th of this month.
Right.
So you'll know about it now. Something still want to. Well, basically,
Sign me up, Sean. I'm in.
you're in.
I'm in. I'm
Well, it's
doing
at
it.
St George's Hall on Wednesday, the 27th of July. It's for both men and women. You've got to be aged over 16. You're over 16 or you're not?
Just about.
Just about.
All right, that's good.
Give you that
Can I
money.
check IDs? Can I? So. And you've got to be over 5'6". Now, who's going to struggle? I think you're going to struggle with that one, aren't you?
4 foot 11
Okay,
and a half.
Sophie's not going then. All right.
You're going to be over 5'6".
I'm touching that.
So that's and
5'6".
there's child
I'm
models. Maybe you go in the child section, maybe.
Get rid of the wrinkles quick.
So basically, that's the Northwest Fashion Festival auditions. That is Wednesday, 27th of July at St George's Hall, and the website address should come up on the screen. I don't know where I'm looking. I think I'm missing this one or this one, but it's going to be a Ticketmaster, and the website's come up on the screen now. So there you go. Everyone knows about that. You guys might be there. So yeah.
See you there.
Potentially.
Brilliant. So you guys, right, Mike and Kate Bohr,
Boy,
Yeah.
yeah.
married couple.
Yeah.
Right, you are founders of, how do you pronounce the production company?
Sagam.
Sagam.
Yeah.
So where did the name Sagam come from, and what's it all about?
You can answer
Okay.
this.
You will
Though.
go.
It's been a journey, Sigam, because I've been a professional entertainer and magician since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I turned professional when I was 16, but I'd been performing since I was 12, and became like a British magical champion, performing a bird act actually. And so magic's been part of my life since I've been a kid, and Sigam is the reflection of magic.
Okay.
Sigam is magic backwards. So that's what
Wait,
it's
isn't
been.
it?
So it's been playing with. It's been an idea for many years, and then we got married, and we used our wedding as a launching pad to see if we could produce.
And work
So
together.
yeah, and work together. Yeah,
Shit, that's something else.
we met at Disneyland 17 years ago.
Well, you were Tigger, weren't you? I heard this
Yeah,
story.
I was Tigger.
I'm not
She
going to
was
forget that
Mary
one.
Poppins. Yeah, it's a great story. But fast forward the clock. I've been on the ships. You've been in the circus.
Yeah.
And
Touring Europe.
and Germany with the showgirl companies and
French circus.
yeah, you worked with the La Cruz family, didn't
Yeah.
you?
Okay.
Which is a
They
hard
train the horses to dance.
Right.
equestrian sort of training. And I went back on the ships performing cabaret and illusions and working with show companies and learning our craft, basically. We've both been on the road all our lives and then decided, OK, let's get married, as you do. Well, you know, that's...
It's a good match, Tigger and Mary Poppins, isn't
you
it?
can't beat that kid. No, that's just not right, is it? And we actually were mad enough to use our wedding as our launching pad for Sagam Productions. So we produced a cabaret show.
Yeah.
We hired in some dancers and some singers and produced them and made them perform for our wedding and all our guests. So that was the first one, and then we had such great comments back from that everyone went, "Come on, you've got to do this a bit more." So we have an act ourselves.
Yep.
That we work as a duet on stage.
And the names are...
Zuka.
And you're coming back in part 2 with those characters, aren't
Zuka
you?
and Suzuki.
Yeah, we'll come
There's
back.
some magic in part 2 with these characters.
Yeah, as our characters, just for you lot.
Yeah.
But we also produce as well. So Sagam Productions is our company, but we also have the duet as well.
There's also another reason why we used to nickname Mike Magic, Not Magic Mike, but Magic. I used to call him
When I have my
Magic.
six-pack.
We used to nickname him Magic, and that used to be one of his nicknames. So that's also another reason why I think the name come the reverse.
This was well before the movie, wasn't it?
I know, yeah.
Yeah. So you guys, you tour all over the country, right? You tour with a very special person, don't you, sometimes? So who is that?
We have been fortunate enough to be a warm-up act for Ken Dodd, which is really interesting to work with. He's such an interesting character, really nice, genuine.
He's a genius.
Fella backstage, he is a genius.
And I don't say that lightly. He's a wonderful man, and you know, it's been a privilege. And he's opened up some doors in the city for us, you know, which has been great to open up a door with the Lord Mayor, you know, which has then progressed on to us becoming a collaborative team with the Town Hall and Carrington's this Christmas.
Brilliant.
So yeah, we're producing the Christmas show up at the Town Hall for 2016.
You might be coming back in the future shows to give more tickets for that show.
Definitely,
So,
definitely.
So
do
yeah,
that
if you
for
keep
your
watching the show, we'll need tickets to that show eventually.
Yeah,
hopefully sometime.
Definitely, yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, well, coming up in part two, we've been talking to Sophie about your show Kissing Frogs, isn't it? And we're going to give tickets away to your show as well, and tickets for the Odeon as well. So stay tuned. We're back in a minute. And welcome back to part two. I'm on the couch now with Sophie Osborne. I was about to call you your character name, Jessica Ramsbottom. Sorry.
We're easily mixed up.
But Sophie, she's in a show at the moment, one-woman show, right?
Yes.
Called Kissing Frogs.
Kissing Frogs,
Kissing
yes.
Frogs, and you're playing a
It's
character
comedy.
called Jessica Ramsbottom, isn't it?
I am, yeah. Good surname.
What is Kissing Frogs then?
So Kissing Frogs is about, as you say, Jess. She hits her 30s. The last of her friends are getting married. She's not got any children. She's not got a very good job. And she just feels very much left behind by life. It actually started off from a Facebook article that was going around. There's a Facebook article of what you should have achieved by the time you reach 30. And it had all this, you should have a nice house, you should be married, you should have at least one child. And I was thinking, I know, that's what I thought. I'm 35 and I thought, oh God, I've not got any of that.
I ain't got that either.
So I think there's a lot of pressure put. Yeah, we have. There's a lot of pressure put on people, I think, if you've not settled down and you've not got that sort of security in your job. So I thought, although I'm happy with myself, what if I wasn't happy with myself? What would happen then? So I sort of, the character of Jess came alive.
That's good. I mean, is it kind of like the opposite of, I suppose in Bridget Jones, she's trying to get all that stuff, isn't she, by 30, I suppose? I suppose you're going the other direction with it, is that right?
Yeah, Jess is one of these people who everything she touches goes wrong.
Yeah.
She's a bit of a walking disaster, poor Jess. And so I think a lot of people know somebody a bit similar to her or can relate to aspects of herself. So it's a show where a lot of people come to you after and say, oh, I really enjoyed that. I really saw myself in her. So it's nice that people are really relating to it. And that's men and women as well. It's not just women.
So it's on a personal level as well, this play. It's very much relates to your life events and...
Yeah, I guess parts of her are quite me. I think the differences are that Jess is very insecure and she doesn't like herself very much at all. She's very underconfident, whereas I'm quite happy with where I am in life. I might not have had the typical life route that a lot of people take.
Why have you got a house?
I know. I live in my parents' garage.
Oh, you're so shocking.
So I haven't got those things, but I'm happy with myself. Whereas Jess sort of learns along the way to sort of like herself a bit more. So it's a real journey that she goes on.
And it's not set in present day, is it? It's set in the 80s.
It is set in present
sorry,
day.
it is, okay.
People sometimes get confused about that when they read the flyer. It's set in present day, but the reason I've had 80s music in it is because I think when you're sort of older, you look back on the time that you were born in as sort of like your security blanket almost. You always feel nostalgia about the songs that you were brought up with. So the music, in a way, is sort of Jess's security blanket. And also, it's just a really fun night out. Yeah. You can dance along to the 80s music if you want. There's opportunities to sing along with Jess.
That was the best time for music, though, wasn't it? The 80s.
It was. I love the 80s.
90s was okay as well, wasn't it? But the 80s was just like.
The 80s has got a real place in my heart, I think.
So okay, the story behind Kissing Frog, you told us that already, but so it's been to Brighton, it's been to Leeds, it's been to London as well.
It's been to London, yeah.
Okay, so where's it going next then?
So we're in Liverpool next at the Lantern Theatre as part of the Shiny New Festival. So there's a lot of theatre going on there this coming week, actually. And we're going to be a part of that festival. So we're on for 2 nights, the 21st and 22nd, which is this Thursday and Friday. So, yeah.
And after that, you're going to?
After that, it's our final venue of the year. So we're going to the Mac Theatre in Birmingham. We're going to be there on the 12th and 13th of August.
Okay. And people, you can win tickets for that. You're giving away some tickets?
Giving away some tickets.
So you're giving away 2 tickets for the Liverpool venue and 2 tickets for the Birmingham venue?
Yes, that's right.
And I think between us, we created a question, didn't we?
We did, yes.
We did. It's to do with frogs. It's a frog question.
He's very pleased with this question.
I thought it was a good one, to be honest. It's like, okay, should we go for it then, yeah?
Go for it.
Okay, so what famous musician from Liverpool created the frog song, We All Stand Together? So if you want to send your answers to the email address that's on the screen now, and you'll state whether you want to see your show in Liverpool or Birmingham.
Yeah, that's right.
And we'll select the first winning entries, and we'll send you those tickets, and you can come see Sophie and our new play Kissing Frogs. Brilliant.
You.
So what's coming next for you? What's going on next?
So hopefully, a lot of people have been asking, are you going to write a sequel? We want to know what happens to Jess next. So I'm considering the fact of writing one of those, a sequel. So yeah, I'm hoping to do that at the end of after this run of shows, and then see where that takes us.
Is this the first time you've done a one-woman show at all?
It is, yeah. I always wanted to do one. My favourite playwright is Willie Russell.
Yeah.
And ever since I saw his show at Shirley Valentine when I was about 14, I always wanted to be in a one-woman show.
Yeah.
So I ended up thinking, why do we not just write one myself?
Thank you very much, Sophie, for talking to us today. That's been absolutely awesome. I really wish you all the best for your future shows and everything like that. That's all great. But for now, we're going to go to that side of the studio. We're going to look at Zuka and Susie Q's magic show.
Yeah, come on, Bay TV. Here we go. Woo! Woo! You ready? Come with me. John, you ready? Come with me. Hey! Hey!
Wow.
What?
Amazing. You're floating, you're levitating.
Shaun!
Suka, how you doing?
sir.
I'm all right, mate. How are you? How are you? Great trick.
Wonderful.
So you love that, didn't you, Sophie? Amazing. Really, where did you guys perform? You perform at the...
We've been at the Philharmonic. We will be seen in the Christmas show.
In the Christmas show. There you go.
At the Town Hall.
That's it. Do you like going to the cinema? I know your other friends did. Kate and Mike. They love going to the cinema.
Yes.
Do you guys? Do you like the cinema as well?
Love it.
Well,
I love it.
We're giving
How
away
about
some
you?
cinema tickets here as well, right? Do you like the BFG?
Love it.
The BFG, the big friendly guy.
Fabulous.
And
Gorgeous.
how about Star Trek? How do you feel about Star Trek?
Prefer the BFG, but Star Trek's good.
Okay, because
Quite
we're giving away a family ticket for the BFG and 2 pairs for. Oh my! I think he coming. Wow, this guy's interesting. And so basically, yeah, we're giving away the family ticket for the BFG, or 2 pairs of tickets for Star Trek. And what we're going to ask you is, Steven Spielberg directed the BFG, right? Okay, so which film did Spielberg direct that features Star Trek actors Zoe Saldana? I think Saldana. Yeah. So which film did Spielberg direct that had her in it as well? Dana. Could be that. So the email address on the screen now, so just write which film you'd like the tickets for. Is it the BFG or if it's Star Trek? In the meantime, I'm going to be stuck with these 2 for a bit. But we will see you on next week's show on Shaun's People. All right, see you next time. Thanks to these guys as well. See you later.